Before we made the guessing game in Python, in pure Python. So we can run this game and guess a number, which would just continue until we guess the right number, right? So we guess the number correctly. You can, instead of have a terminal program, have a graphical program. Now, the way to make a graphical program with Python is using a module. There are many different modules you can use. For example, tkinter. You can use pygtk, pyqt. You can use a module called pygame. However, pygame is more for like arcade games. It doesn't really provide keyboard input and buttons out of the box. But tkinter can be used, or pyqt, which lets you type text. It lets you click buttons and many more things. So this is a very small program, and you can easily turn that into a tkinter program. So to do that, you need to import tkinter as well as some dialogues for input-output. Then we initialize tkinter and hide the window. We generate a number just like we did in the previous game. Then instead of having the print function, you see the print functions here, we are using messagebox.showInfo, which is part of tkinter, that show the title and the text in the dialog. So you'll see those two functions, messagebox.showInfo. We call it twice, just like we have the print function twice here. So that's just output. Then as input, instead of calling the input function, we call simpleDialog.askString, which is also part of tkinter, with the title and the text. And then we convert that string into a number. And if the number is correct, it shows the output and exits. So if we run the program, you'll see it starts asking, it shows a dialog, simpleDialog.askString. So that's this dialog where we can type any text. So for example, we can press 1, enter, and it shows it's a wrong guess. So showInfo shows this kind of dialog. Then it shows the simpleDialog.askString again with guess a number or enter a number. And it keeps repeating that process until the number is correct, in which case it shows correct and exits. So you can keep doing that forever until you guess the right number. It shows you guessed correctly and exits. So you can download this program and play around with it yourself. It's basically the same program as the guessing game here, except it's using tkinter to add some graphics.